Hey guys, dumbbell stack number 7. So we traditionally do level change, pull, push. On this one, for our level change, we're going to be doing the dumbbell plie halting deadlift. So the deadlift is actually a combination of a pulling movement and a level change, depending on the deadlift that you're doing. So yeah, it's the plie dumbbell halting deadlift. And then the next movement is going to be the double dumbbell swing, okay, which is also a back movement, but it also combines an aspect of the shoulder. And then for our third movement, we're going to be doing the push-up. And so there's a couple of variations of either of these three movements. So the halting deadlift with the barbell is typically the bottom part of the deadlift. So if a full deadlift is right here, and you're holding a barbell, and you're coming all the way to the top, the halting deadlift typically comes up to the knee, or even just over the knee. So it's just a shorter movement, and it's an assistance exercise. The dumbbell plie halting deadlift is plie from those of you that know ballet. This is a second position in ballet. Anyway, so that's the plie. The dumbbells are here, and they come up to about when they hit the knee. So you're actually getting a back and a leg component. So you're going to be doing that first for a hard 8 or a hard 10. Doesn't have to be to failure, but it's got to be challenging because we want to go for a balance between strength and conditioning. So for our leg movement, our level change, which is also actually a pull, we do that for a hard 8 or 10. Then we take 2 dumbbells and we're going to be doing the swing. Now depending on your shoulders and how good they are, and if you have an injury, you might only want to come up to here. Okay? Now, once again, we're getting the back, but we're also getting a leg component. This stack has some movements that really combine aspects of pulling and level change and shoulder strength. And you're going to be swinging. This movement is one of the movements where you might opt to go for higher reps, just because of the nature of swinging the weight. It creates a fair amount of stress on the lower back. So feel free on this one if you're of the senior population or you have injuries. This one is, it's okay to maybe go up to a sort of a 15 rep or 18 reps, or even go lighter weights and 20 reps. But see how you go on this. And then the next one is the push-up. You can do the regular push-up. Okay, most people do push-ups at 90 degrees. Yes, you feel the stretch, and yes, it works, but on this channel, we're going for a combination of safety and intensity, safety and efficiency. We're always looking at that. So, instead of 90 degrees and pushing up, lower the elbows. I like to go 45. Okay? So you can do your regular push-up, which looks like this. Also, make sure, don't be back here. You're transferring the weight onto the legs, but now you're creating a lot of pressure on this rotator cuff. You want to have this joint, and this joint stacked on top of each other. Okay? Now, you can do a mini push-up or a quarter push-up, which is just here. Still working the core, still working the shoulders, the chest, the triceps. Nothing wrong with that. You'll get lower in time. I don't like this push-up on the knees because it places a lot of pressure for me on my bad knees. Now, some people like to do a crouch push-up. They find that a little easier. Okay, that's fine. Okay, if you are going to do the ladies push-up, please, which is basically a push-up where you've got your knees down, I would have a lot of padding underneath the knee to protect the knee. I'm not a fan of that. So let's take a look at it. So we want a heavy weight for the halting deadlift because it's a small movement. And then for the swinging movement is a power, it has a component, it's an interesting movement because you can do it light for reps and it can actually be you can do it light for reps and it can feel almost like a cardio drill, interval cardio. or you can use a slightly heavier weight, and it can contribute to building strength. So we have that set up. And our push-up is a body weight exercise. Now there is a replacement exercise for the halting plie deadlift, and I'll show you that in a bit. So let's go. On this, you want to have your feet obviously on the outside of the bells. The bells should be directly beneath you, not out here. This places a lot of pressure on the lower back. Okay? Have it beneath you. A plumb line should be right here. You want to have, I would suggest, a slight turnout. The knee and the foot should be aligned. Okay? You want to sit back and bend over. So you want to be bent over. Okay, try not to be rounded. You want to have a straight back, slight arch in the back. The neck and the spine should be in line. You don't want to be looking up like this. This creates tension in the neck. So you want to have the neck and the spine in line. Okay? It's possible to do this with maybe no turnout like this. I just think it's a natural movement, creates space for me here to work. Okay, I have a slight arch in my back. Okay, my neck and my spine are in line. The knee and the foot are in line as much as I can possibly manage. I can feel it in the groin. Push the hips back, break at the waist. Come down and coming up. Okay, the swing, double dumbbell swing, is going to be with the feet in hip position so that you can create a speedway for those arms. Yes? All right, let's take a look. Turn it to the side if you want to move with it. I'll turn to the side for you. On the dumbbell swing, you might want to, as you come back, feel almost like you're shifting weight back to let it come forward. If you're too far forward that way, it places a lot of pressure on the lower back. So you want to scoop, swing back, anticipate it by pushing your hips down. So it swings back, and it almost helps the weight come forward. So don't stay down too long. As you come back, push the hips forward. So it swings back, push the hips forward, and it'll help you get up. Okay guys, happy training.